I'm early, 5 minutes early. I thought I'd just jump in because there wasn't anybody on spiritual events directory, so I just thought I'd jump on now. Should have come on earlier. I should check, hey? Then I would have been on earlier. Never mind. So I'll just wait for people to join. Hi, Nat. Glad you're here. Nice to see you. I'll wait for some people on Facebook to jump on. Hello, Facebook. One person's jumped on. I jumped on early because I was sitting here and I thought, I wonder if anybody's on. Hi, Helen. I was wondering if anybody was on Spirit Event Directories, and there was no one. I should have jumped on earlier. Never mind. I'm here now, which is good. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Angela. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Nicole. Oh, I've been playing netball this afternoon. I loved it. I really loved it. I used to play netball when I was younger. I was pretty good at it when I was younger. I won an award for being a good netball player. Hi, Nicole. And so I was watching my kid with her netball. They were doing like a scratch match thing with the other team for the school, and then they wanted the parents against the kids, and so I got roped into it, and and I jumped in and sort of liked it. I was starting to get really competitive. I was getting really into it. It was good fun. Now I want to play netball. Now I feel the urge. I feel the urge for it. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Hi, Kim, Becky, Marion, Kim, Melanie. You made it. Everybody's made it. So good. Oh, 3 job offers. Hey, Nicole, what I would do is not let me pick it. I would be putting one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and just tune in and ask yourself, what's happening in your body when you consider each of those propositions, those jobs. Watch what's happening in your body. If you're getting discomfort there or it doesn't feel safe, it's probably not the right position for you. It's an opportunity, hey, to check in with yourself. Yeah, I think on the whole, people generally rely far too much on others to make decisions for them. The conundrum is I'm on here doing tarot reads, but I'm being real. We live in a world where we're just so focused on the outer world. We don't spend enough time checking in with our own technology, which is our divine instrument, our body and our heart and our gut and our belly, the womb. We spend a lot of time trying to think ourselves into healing or trying to think ourselves into the next level. But actually the real healing and the real connection happens not really here, it's in the body. It's dropping down into your emotionality, your feelings. Yeah, there's lots of wisdom there. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not something that's normalized, hey? So anyway, hi Louise, I'm really good. Thanks for asking. Yes, that's right, Becky. Becky said so true. We worry so much about what others would think instead of worrying how we ourselves feel. Yes. And I think we don't spend enough time slowing down in that state of relaxation, and we're often making decisions based on and as hyper arousal or hyper vigilance, a nervous system that's activated, and we're responding to that instead of what happens when we're in relaxation and what's there instead. Back in the olden days, I will say this while I'm shuffling the cards, back in the olden days, so when I first started channeling, one of the first things that my guide had said to me, because the first time I connected with him was on an Ouija board, and he came through, he called himself the wise old owl. And I said to him, I remember asking him, how do I know if it's accurate? How do I know if the information that I'm getting is accurate? And his simple words were, truth is calm. And so I've kind of followed through with that, you know, throughout my life, but especially now that, you know, where it's very popularized, hey, talking about, you know, activated nervous systems and hyperarousal and yeah, it just makes so much sense given the culture at the moment in the spiritual communities. Everybody's talking about this now. I knew about this a long time ago, is what I'm saying. I got told ages ago. I just didn't understand what he really meant then. I was too young. But anyway. Yes, the olden days, Becky. Back in the older days. Oh, thanks. I went to, everybody. I went out. Oh, thank you. That's kind, Nat. Yeah, I'll come back to the reason in just a minute. I went out on Saturday night and I went to see, it's like an In Excess tribute band. And he looked like Michael Hutchence, hey? He moved like him and he sounded like him. And it wasn't because I'd had a couple of drinks, because I heard him when I was sober. He was amazing. Anyway, I go in there and I'm thinking, for some reason, I still think I'm 35, but I go in there and of course, everybody who wants to listen to In Excess are my age and you know, above. I'm turning 50 in a couple of weeks. And everybody was so old. And I said to my friend, oh, everybody's so old here. Just forgetting that actually these people are probably the same age as me. I've just got issues about aging. I do. I have to somehow come to terms with things. But here's the thing. So this is the other thing I wanted to tell you. So there was this guy, right? And he was on the other side of the room. And I clocked him. I saw him looking at me, and he looked quite handsome. I had no interest in going up to him. I was too involved in the group. But the point I wanted to make to my friend, I said to her, look at that guy. And so he saw us looking at him, but that wasn't the point. I said, look at that guy. This is how we're supposed to meet people. This is so much nicer than the apps. You look across the room, your eyes connect, they look attractive, there's some kind of chemical reaction, there's some kind of chemistry, and you slowly kind of move over a bit closer to them so you can connect and say hello and all of that sort of stuff. But that didn't happen. But that was the example I was saying to my friend. See, this guy, this is how it should be. Not these bloody apps, but technology, hey? I fucking hate the apps. I'm just saying it. Oh, it's so like there's so much lethargy in it now. I'm literally on the herbs, so I can't even be bothered anymore. What I do is I just copy and paste introductions. It's just copy and pasting. Everybody gets the same introduction. Copy and paste because it can't be stuffed. Yeah. Did I get my groove back? Yeah, I had a kiss with, well, he kissed me. Michael Hutchence is not Michael Hutchence. I don't even know what his name is. The guy. Well, I did tell him he had to. He didn't have much choice. I didn't demand it. I just said to him, you know, it's important. You need to kiss my cheek, and I know my friend needs to take a picture of it because all of my friends will enjoy that. So, yeah. No, it was nothing, Becky. It was me wishing it was something more. He was too young. He had a young girl with him. He wasn't, it's never going to happen. Anyway, you know, life's short, right? I keep saying that plenty of time for sleep when I'm dead. I just want to go out and have a good time now. I just want to go out. I'm talking too much. I will hurry up. I almost had a cigar outside with this guy. He said, I've got a cigar. And I went, I'd love to have it. I just wanted to see myself holding a cigar. I didn't do it. But I thought about it. It crossed my mind. Anyway. All right. Well, so I better get started on this read, hey, because everybody's going, well, can you just fucking hurry up? I just want you to read my cards. So, what's that? Brooke Tim said, so funny how many people, I'm the celebrant for who meet on dating apps. What do you mean? Oh, you're a celebrant? Yeah, look, I'm sure people do meet on the apps. They do. It's just a lot of hard work, Brooke. It's just, there's a lot of people just can't. Actually, it's me too. I can't be bothered anymore as well. You just kind of get a bit burnt by it, and you've got to like be really energetic. You've got to make the decision to not fuck around, to have the conversation and hurry up and meet so that you can move on quickly if you're not interested. But yeah. All right, that's enough. Hey, I better do the read. So your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I'm here to do those reads for us. So I'm going to pick 3 cards, and these 3 cards will be the energy report for the week. And of course, I'm going to pick them spontaneously, and then I'm going to riff on the cards. So I better put my feet down, hey, talking about hot guys. Time to put my feet down on the ground and just center, just check in. All right. 3 cards. So after all of that, I forgot to tell you, I've got a really good deal on it at the moment. It's up in the link in the comments section. I'll put a link in here. It is a solar return chart or a natal return chart, a solar return chart or a natal chart, plus a tarot reading as well, all together packaged for $222. So it's usually valued at $297. I've reduced it for $222 so that you get, you're getting a big discount at $75 off. So you're getting 2 readings for $222. You could choose a predictive solar reading, or you could choose a natal reading, but everybody will get a tarot reading as well. Yeah, it's a great deal. If you don't know your birth time, it's not going to be a good fit for you. If you kind of know roughly, if you've got sort of within an hour or a 2-hour range, yes, we can have a look. But if you've got no idea, this won't work. So you need to know, you need to be very close, like know your birth time. Solar return is predictive and eerily accurate, very accurate. I get blown away with the feedback I get from clients to even predicting death, which I don't go looking for that in the charts, but just given the conversations and what's happening there, and you can see when things are going to go down. So yeah, if you want one, I would jump in. So this is for 48 hours and then it disappears. And if you want a natal chart, the natal chart is your soul's blueprint for this lifetime. So we can have a look through that chart and see what your soul contract is: health, wealth, relationships, how you make money, your legacy, the karma that you came with, past life stuff that you came in with. I can read all of that. You're becoming what you're meant to blossom into in this lifetime. I can read all of that in your chart. So a solar return is like a 12-month forecast. A natal chart is your soul contract. So you'll get that as well as a 10-card tarot reading. So if you're up for it, go and jump in. The link is here. There you go. There's the link, special offer. So it will take you to my Calendly, and you just book a time that works for you. All right, let's start the reading. I haven't seen the cards yet. So I'm about to have a look. Everyone on Instagram, I'll put the link in my bio tonight. I'll make sure I do that so it's there. I've been a bit lazy on Instagram putting links in and stuff. Would you love a solar return? Alex, make sure you message me, hey, or I'll message you. I don't like, to be honest, very quickly, I don't like sliding into people's DMs. I absolutely don't like doing it. If you say, yes, I'd like some information, if you'd like some information, Alex, I'll put the link in your DM. Otherwise, you can find it. You'll find it in the bio. Okay, let me start this read. We all want love. Who wants love? I don't know what's going to be there. Spirit hasn't been very kind about that. It's been focused on everything else but you never know. We might get lucky tonight. Let's see what the cards have to say. First card. Oh, this is a good card. All right, so slide on in. No worries, Alex. So, okay, the card that we've got tonight is the World. This is our first card. So this is a major card in the Mythic Tarot, and a major card represents a rite of passage or an initiation. Think of it like an initiation, a psychological initiation that we all have to experience at some point in our lifetime, and we usually experience it more than once. So in this card, the World card represents the pearl. It represents the ending of a chapter. It represents the closure to something. That it could be a closure to a job, it could be closure to a relationship, it could be closure to, maybe perhaps you've just finished a certificate. And this is the card of receiving the pearl, receiving the wisdoms, where finally you have come to know yourself more deeply. And there's an integration, a greater integration of self. Maybe it's that you've been through some really difficult times this year, or maybe even last year, and it's only sort of now that you've got to the other side of it. And that initiation grew you exponentially, and it's taken you to this point where you feel you have this knowledge, this insight, this personal insight that you can carry forward into this next chapter of your life. And part of the purpose of this initiation is to take you deeper into yourself, to find more of who you are, so that you can become more integrated, more whole, a more integrated person. So this card is a wonderful card in the Mythic Tarot. I always feel happy when this card comes up. It suggests that lessons have been integrated, and it's highly unlikely that you're going to make the same mistakes again that you did in the previous journey. For some of you, it will be, it's time to to close the book, to close the chapter and prepare for rebirth, prepare for this new beginning, okay? Just to prepare for a new beginning. And yeah, look, there's beautiful balance in this card. In the center of this card, we can see the hermaphrodite. And the hermaphrodite was birthed by, the parents of the hermaphrodite is Hermes and Aphrodite. Hermaphrodite, right? So this represents the balance of the masculine and the feminine within, the balance of the integration. So what are we talking about when we're talking about the integration of the masculine and the feminine? We're talking about perhaps those childhood experiences that we finally reconciled and have come to terms with. Maybe there's been like some emotional healing for you, and you're feeling like you've come to a place where you've reconciled some of that healing, and you feel clearer in yourself, and you feel more balanced in yourself and less likely to be triggered by that issue because there's some reconciliation around it. Such a powerful card. So yeah, this is good news for everybody. So yeah, this is our first message for tonight. Oh, thanks, Diane. So the next message, it's not a bad card. It's not a bad card. I'm disappointed because I was waiting for some cups or something. It's not the cups. Okay, my nose is itchy. Sorry. It's not the cups. All right, so the next card that we've got tonight is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so the Nine of Swords represents, it represents how we can sometimes take the past and project it into the future, and expecting the worst outcome based on the trauma of the past. And we're reminded that there won't be a repeat, that we have come to the end of the journey, that this chapter has closed. And don't be afraid to move forward now, and choose a direction that you want, rather than trying to prevent what you don't want. Focus on what you want and take aligned action on that. This is the card of the fictions of the mind, based in fears that are based on the past, on one experience that you've had, and we're being called to compartmentalize that experience, put it where it belongs, because it is not your future. It's not what's coming for you. So let go of your fears and just allow yourself to move into this new chapter with an open mind and an open heart. Okay, the next card for tonight. So see this face? I'm not happy about the card. It doesn't mean it's a shit card, but we didn't get our cups again. Anyway, I might have to just pull all the cups out, hey, and just do one night, just do relationship readings. So that's all we get. We get the cups, and then we can't, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just get straight to it. So anyway, So we've got the Queen of Swords here tonight as well. So she's interesting, hey, because in the Mythic Tarot, she doesn't have a partner. So this is somebody who's focused on their career, or focused on their business, or focused on developing their mind, focusing on education, focusing on their humanitarian efforts. Maybe you've got this altruistic kind of utopian view that you want to create some beautiful healing sanctuary for groups of people. This is somebody who doesn't do one-to-one relationships. This is about working with the greater community. And so this could be somebody that you're currently working with right now, a female or someone who's very feminine, that is providing you a space where you can develop your mind and evolve your experience, and perhaps evolve your practices. Or maybe it's you that's coming into the teaching space and you're the one that's reaching out to communities, working with communities. She's in the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarians tend to be somewhat aloof, and they don't really like the emotionality or big emotional outbursts or big emotional reactions in relationship. They don't love it. They don't enjoy that. And they do tend to be what we call them the unicorns of astrology, of the zodiac. Not because they're completely weird. Well, they can be a bit strange, but so can many people. It's more that they're very fixed in who they are. And so it's not necessarily that they're trailblazers. They're just really fixed in who they are, and they can be quite rigid in that as well. So we're sort of being invited with this card to not be too rigid and not to expect so much of ourselves. It can be the card of like the perfectionist as well, when we're expecting things to be, or maybe it could even be that you're not doing the thing that you feel called to do, or you're holding back because you don't think it's good enough, or you don't think you have enough, or it's all the not enoughs. And that perfectionist is preventing you from doing your work, to showing up in the world. And maybe you're just being really critical and harsh on yourself, and it's time to just be a bit kinder. So this isn't the card of relationship. So I'm just going to point that out. This woman, she's an autonomous, sovereign woman in her own sense of agency, and she's in power. And in the mythology, her name is Atalanta, and she could run as fast as many men, if not faster. She was a warrior woman, and so it's not that she became a man or became masculinized to become part of a man's world. It's just that she's a very strong woman, a very powerful woman, who is a woman unto herself. And so, yes, there's this sense of sovereignty and agency with this card. Where might you need to become a woman unto yourself in your current situation? Where do you need to focus on developing your mind? Or is it you that needs to be running groups and bringing groups of people together? Or do you need to be part of some kind of spiritual group? Maybe the question you can ask yourself with this card is, where do I belong? Now, what groups do I belong to? Where do I feel I belong? What groups do I feel I belong to? And to move towards that. Are you an Aquarius rising, Melanie? Yeah, your asparagus showing. That's interesting. Yeah, so okay, so let's do a summary of these cards. So brand new chapter, hey. So be open to starting again. Celebrate what you've achieved. You've been through huge initiations. We've all been through huge initiations to get to this point where we can actually we're finally more whole, more together, more conscious, more awake, more evolved. And it doesn't end here, because what comes after this card is the Fool. It's a rebirth. This is you in preparation for the rebirth. This is the pearl of wisdom that you've earned through the initiations. I call it Shit Creek, when you get pulled down into the underworld, into Shit Creek, and you're going through these really difficult transformational times, but they're so difficult. And so this is to suggest that either you're close to being on the other side of it, or you're on the other side of it. And yes, there's a beautiful integration there, and to trust yourself that, prepare for this new beginning. This card suggests that we've got to stop focusing on the past and to open our mind to the possibility that we can have what we want. Don't let the fears or the traumas or the issues from the past contaminate your future. It's time to think about what you want versus what you don't want and take aligned action on what you want and focus on that and put the past where it belongs. Put it where it belongs. File it in its place. Compartmentalize. And yes, this is the card of the development of your mind and the development of groups and your altruism and your humanitarianism and you developing, perhaps you end up running groups, becoming part of a group. It might be a woman in your life that's inspiring you, that's helping you find yourself and become more, more of who you are. And yeah, this is the card of she's an evolutionary card. She's in the sign of Aquarius. She's about you being your unique self and belonging, finding a group where you can express that. Okay, that's tonight's reading. Sorry, what was that? That was strange. I just said, Joseph said, I received an imposture of, can't read. It's gone. Okay. Initiated into the world of a new age sugar mama. Did you ignore it? I get some of those sometimes as well, where these guys want me to, it's just all bullshit. They just want me to, do I want to make some money? Or no, do I want to be paid? I don't, how they do it. I'm not making any sense. It's a nice moon out there, a little slither of a new moon. Just having a look. Okay, let's do some readings. So, right, well, let's see how we go. So, I'll start with I'm getting a bit confused. Anyway, move forward. Emma. There we go, Emma. And then I'll read for Beck. Then I'll read for Beck on Instagram. So if you'd like a reading on Instagram, stick around and just put a message in there so I know that you'd like a reading. So first of all, I'll read for Beck. No, Emma. Sorry, first of all, I'll read for Emma. Hi, Emma. I'm glad that you're here. Is the relationship done for good? Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see. Is the relationship... Oh, that fell off. What's that about? Oh. This card is called a gypsy card. It just fell out of the deck randomly. You can see that she's a widow, hey? She's a widower. That's your first card. I'll let you take that. You read that how you will. Let me pick another card for you. One time, I'll tell you... No, I better not tell you. It's confidentiality, but I've had some interesting sessions with those gypsy cards. We should use them one night. One night I will. All right, I'm whispering like something really freaky's happening, aren't I? Don't need to whisper. Why am I whispering? God. All right, Emma. Well, Emma, here's the message. So, look. This is Emma's card. This is the first card. So, yes, in this card, this represents your self-worth. It represents you valuing your time, your energy, your money, your resources, and ultimately valuing who you are. And this is, if you haven't already discovered this part of yourself, this is really what Spirit wants you to focus on, not whether or not the relationship is done for good. More so, you've got to value yourself. And I guess that'll be the decision. That'll be the decision maker, because my sense is that you are preventing yourself from having other opportunities if you don't. I've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is about a windfall. This is about you having an idea and then taking that to the next level. Spirit wants you to focus on your finances, actually, not necessarily the relationship. To focus on your finances. This is the promise of a windfall. This is the Master Manifesting card. And you need to value your time, your energy, your money and resources. Value yourself and focus on and getting yourself in a much better place. Focus on, sometimes I call this the card of being unfuckwithable. where you don't need somebody else's validation to feel as though you are a worthwhile human being, that you know deeply within yourself. And if you haven't got that sense of self-worth, it's time to do some work. It's time to do some therapy around that, and to heal, to work on developing this, working on your self-esteem. This is the card of Spirit wants you to work on your self-worth. And this is financial opportunity. There's abundance coming for you. There's a windfall coming. And so get focused on getting yourself back on track, hey? That's your message. Okay, so the next person was, oh shit, the cards are flying all over the place. For Beck on Instagram. Oh, my back. And then I will read for, sorry guys, this will lean in. Then I'll read for Mindy Wicks. So, and then after Mindy, I'll read for Christy. Yeah. Okay. Oh well, as I was reading that, Jody, this card fell out. This is the card of big business. So Jody said, "Evening, can you see me getting a shop lease soon, please?" Now, I was reading that going, oh, that's interesting. And as I read that, this card fell out. Yes, this is your yes. Yes, it's on its way. This is the card of big business. Trust, Jody, everything's going to work out fine. Okay, that's your message. Yes, it'll be fine. Yes, that's a yes. That is a yes. Well, of all the cards, that's the one that fell out. Okay, card for Mindy. All right, would love a reading if drawn to me. Right, let's read for Mindy, and then I'll come back and read for Beck. If you've got any friends, hi Robin, if you've got any friends that you think would enjoy this read on Instagram, tag them, hey, because I can't share. Just tag them. That would be amazing. All right, so what's going on? Sorry, there's just, I can't. I don't know what that is about. We'll just ignore Joseph. All right, Mindy, this is for you. Mindy, what have we got? Oh, Mindy, this tells me there's a toxic relationship around you, or there has been, and you need to heal this relationship. The abscess needs to be burst to let the toxicity out, to let the poison out. This tells me there's been some difficulties, or there has been in the recent past some difficulties, or there's some difficulties that need to be faced where there's some conversations that need to be had. And it may be that it will cause some kind of separation or space, some space, some time apart. But you're being called to stay loyal to your vision, to stay loyal to your dreams, and not to give up about what you want for yourself, to stay loyal to your heart. This woman, she's in the sign of Leo, and we're just about to move out of Leo season. But anyway, nonetheless, she's in the sign of Leo, and she is our devotion to our passion, devotion to our heart, and devotion to the vision that we have, our creative vision for our life. And you're being called to stay devoted to that. She's in for the long haul. She's got the longest burn. She doesn't give up. She'll take things all the way. And so you're reminded to stay true to the vision that you have for yourself. Stay true to that. Stay loyal to that. And the vision is what you want. Is what you want in your life, what you want for you. Do you know, to really access, to really come home to knowing what we want, or knowing what our purpose is, or knowing what we're here for in this lifetime, is really to lean into our self-worth, lean into our heart, to lean into love, and to lean into our self-worth. Because whatever you think you're not worthy of, that you secretly desire, is for you in this lifetime. You've just got to get over yourself to make it happen. You've got to find that self-worth within you, to believe in yourself enough to know that it is possible for you, that you can have this. Okay? This is your message. All right, so the next person is Beck. I don't think Beck has any questions. She just said, "Oh, I would love a card, please." Yeah. No worries, Jody. You're welcome. So, and then I'll read for I'll read for, gosh, there's so many people. Nicole. I'll read for Nicole after. So first I'm going to read for, for Beck on Instagram. Stick around, guys. It's going to be here for a while, so don't run away. I'll try and get through. You know, I talk a bit about the cards. I try and be quicker, but it's nice, isn't it, to get more of an in-depth read rather than just sort of, you know, something on the surface. So anyway, let me just pick a card for Beck. Let's see what I've got here for Beck. Oh, Beck. Okay, wow. Beck, this is an older man. This is an older man or someone who's very wise, someone who has wisdom there. So this tells me you've got a major card here as well. You've got the Magician. This is about you being at the crossroads of your life, having to make a decision about what direction you're going to go in. And this card does suggest that either there is an older guy that's crossed your path, or a wise man that's crossed your path, or a wise man that will cross your path, or an older guy that will cross your path. And this tells me that they're going to be very inspiring for you, to get you stepping into your power. This is somebody that has the capacity to lead. This is somebody that is kind of like this. You could imagine this guy being like the CEO of a company or something like that. But this is somebody who's powerful, as in goal-orientated, ambitious, maybe. Not ambitious in the sense of being cutthroat, which is a bit sort of more Aries, is more selfish around it. This is a hard-working person who has personal goals that they want to reach, and very much like yourself, really. So he'll mirror some of these qualities to you. So yeah, this is you being at a crossroad, having to make a decision, about taking all of your energy. What direction are you going to go in? This is the confusion right now. It must be a little bit confusing. Or perhaps there's an opportunity that's come up for you. You're thinking about what is possible for you, and you're thinking about what, going down this new road. And it will be very abundant for you if you choose it. It will be very abundant for you. And yeah, it'll take you to your own leadership if you want it. But this also tells me there's a guy coming in. Either he's here now or he's coming in very soon. This is an older. It might not be older than you, but maybe wiser. But I suspect he's older. Okay, that's your message. Oh, thanks, ladies. I'm getting all these beautiful compliments from the ladies on Instagram. It's so lovely. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's nice to get some good feedback. Everybody's so lovely on these lives on the whole. I love showing up for the people here because everybody's really just good, good-natured. And I love the way that, when people get to know each other, when I show up regularly, when I show up regularly and I do my thing, everybody starts to get to know each other, and we all sort of support each other on the lives. And I love that. I love watching how all of you all sort of connect with each other and chit chat and, just have goodwill, good intention, right intention towards each other. It's just lovely. Love it. Anyway, card for Nicole, hey? And then I'm going to read for Christy on Instagram. You're so welcome, Beck. Hi, Frida. Good to see you. Okay. Nicole. Yes. Yes, and so if you're feeling generous, it would be amazing if you could give me a share. I don't feel pressured to do it, but I'd really like it. What's that? Oh, it's the cat's Bubby. It's Bubby. He's been doing this lately. He's been coming in wanting to hang out with me. I'm just going to shut that door. Oh, you're going back out, Bubby. You staying or are you going? What are you doing? I'm going to shut the... Oh, I'll leave the door open. You can come in and out. It's not just my daughter's on the TV. You might hear her. Bubby's the cat. That's who Bubby is, if you wonder. Who the fuck's Bubby? It's the cat. It's the cat. He's named Bubby. Well, actually, his name's Felix, but he's our baby, so we just call him Bubby. And he responds to it. He loves it. He loves it. Everybody calls him Bubby. The neighbours call him Bubby. We all call him Bubby. Anyway, all right. So this is for Nicole. Oh, Nicole. Wow. Okay, Nicole. I think there's some big changes that are coming up for you. And you might have outgrown your current situation, and it's time. Oh, here he is. Come on, Bubby. Go off. Yeah, you've probably outgrown your current situation, and I've got a feeling it's to do with work, hey? That, or something to do with employment, or maybe it's not even employment, maybe it's your business. You know, there's an outgrowth. You've outgrown a situation. So it doesn't necessarily, the Tower card's not necessarily bad. It gets demonized in the Mythic Tarot, or gets demonized in the Tarot on the whole. People get feel really afraid when they see the Tower card and they go, oh shit, things are going to happen. No, this card really is about dropping the masks. It really is about, I mean, we all wear masks because we have to interface with reality. I've got the tarot reader mask on tonight, and that's, this is the best way that we can interface, share our personal, our private self through these, how we present ourselves. So we all wear masks. So this is about the masks being outdated. They're no longer a fit, and it's time to create a new image. It's time to create a new identity. You've outgrown the current one. So it could be maybe you've outgrown a relationship as well, and it's preventing you from being in your full expression, or preventing you from sharing more of who you are. And yeah, you might be a part of you that doesn't want to hear this, that doesn't want to know about this, that doesn't want to deal with it. And sometimes we call this the card of denial. And we all have these defenses. They're called psychological defenses. We have these defenses, and denial is one of them, that we use to prevent ourselves from having to deal with the discomfort of the truth that we want to distort, because it just feels a bit too much to deal with it. At some point, the tower is going to fall. So you won't be able to sweep it under the carpet forever. It's the elephant in the room. There's an elephant in the room, and you are being called to deal with it, to manage it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not about work, but there's definitely something there that needs to fall, that is no longer serving you and the woman that you need to become. Now it's time to evolve the situation, to take things to a new place now. That's your message. Okay, so the next person I was going to read for is on Instagram, and it was Christy. And she was asking, will the remainder of my pregnancy go smoothly, please, Marina? I love that you've got a new moon on there, and it looks exactly like the new moon outside. I feel that it will. This feels like a really potent moon for you. But let's see what the cards have to say. And then on Facebook, I'll read for angel card. I don't do angel cards, Trisha. I'm anti-oracle. Everybody knows that. I'm not really anti-oracle. Well, I think tarot cards supersede, they're far better than oracle cards. I don't really, I'm not a big fan of oracle cards, but that's not to say oracle cards are not good and blah, 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 blah. But for tarot are such an intelligent system, and they're old. They're old world. They've been around for a long time, and they're very intelligent. The way in which they've been, the way the hero's journey has been patterned through the cards. They're just really, they're not the oracle can't really match the tarot. They just can. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So I need to get to Christy because she's waiting. So. Let's read for Jo, because she's talking about how will my readings go for others. She must be a reader and she's a bit scared. I'll come back to you, Jo, but I'm going to read for Christy first. So, hi everyone on Instagram. Thrilled that you're here. Oh, you love the hair? Really? It's no different. Maybe I washed it. Probably washed it, Steve. Getting all these compliments tonight. What's that? Must be because I had a kiss with Michael Hutchins on the pretend Michael Hutchins. Wasn't a real kiss. He kissed my cheek, but still, nonetheless, I like the feeling of his lips as they pressed against my cheek. They were really nice, really soft, hot. He looks like him, hey? He really did. And he moved like him. He moved like him. He was sexy. I'd go and see them again. I might get another photo this time, but I might plan to kiss on his cheek this time. If he'll let me, he might avoid me. Like, oh, there's that fucking woman again. Oh no. I didn't harass him. I'm telling you, I didn't harass him. It was one photo. Anyway. Fucking desperate. That's what that is. No, I'm not. Yeah, well, no, I'm not. Because if I was, I would be with someone. I could be with someone right now if I wanted to. But, you know. Anyway. Oh, the colour. It's what it is. It's the filter. This is my favourite filter. It just smooths everything out. It makes me on Instagram, it's like the best filter, and the colour of it's like I've got a purple kind of thing on it, and so it makes my hair look, everything just looks glossy. It's just it would be great if that's how I looked in real life, but you know, you get what you get. You don't get upset. So back to Christy. Let's see what cards we've got for Christy. Okay, Christy, this tells me that there was a loss in the past, okay, and that there's some fears around, you know, there's some grief perhaps still left there, or maybe there's some regrets, or maybe there's some, you know, this isn't a predictor of what's coming. In fact, what comes after this is good news. So just try and relax as much as possible. This is the card of relaxation, and just to let yourself heal, you know, let yourself rest, and don't push yourself, and you know, let yourself, don't try and overwork or try and be superhuman, or just don't. It's only 9 months. Honestly, you know, take as much time as you need to rest and relax, and don't push yourself. You won't have a repeat of the past. You've got to cut ties, cut your losses to what's happened in the past. It's okay. This tells me that there's healing there, okay, and that it'll be okay. But you've got to rest. This is the card of rest and recuperation. I hope that makes sense for you. So everything's going to be okay, is my point. Just make sure you rest, hey? Just rest. So, Joe, how will my readings go for others? Okay. Joe, before you do any of your readings that you do, for whatever this event is that you're going to, I encourage you to check in with yourself before you do the reads. Just check in with how you're feeling. Take some time to slow down. There's no rush. Don't try and rush through it. If at any point you're unsure, that's okay. Just stop and say, I'm not quite sure about this. I'm going to come back to this. I need a few moments, and that's okay. Don't rush, all right? So let me pick some cards for you. Oh, look, great cards. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands. All right, so you need to put a plan in place about how you're going to manage this. So don't go in without a plan, okay? You've got to put some kind of plan in place. And this card tells me here that you're going to be very successful. This is the card of success. He's a very successful businessman. He can smell. He can sell. He can sell ice to an Eskimo. He can sell, right? So he can sell ice to an Eskimo. So just be confident. Go all in and be confident. He's in the sign of Aries. Aries are just they'll say yes. They'll just go ahead and do it and believe in themselves. I've got an Aries friend. I told her on Saturday night that I often use her as an example online, my Aries friend. But she's the girl, she's the type of person that will just go in and do it. She'll just go in and do the thing, but she believes in it so much. She ran 21 kilometers with me after having bloody shoulder reconstruction. 8 weeks after a shoulder reconstruction, she ran 21 kilometers. Yeah, in the sign of Aries, right? So Aries, they're powerful people. Trust in yourself. You're going to be fine. It'll lead to other business opportunities for you. Just saying, that's the card of big business opportunities. All right, so, I'm sending you so much love, Christy. It's going to be okay, hey? We don't, as women on the whole, we don't rest enough. We just don't. We just continue. We think we're superhuman, and yeah, rest and relaxation is where it's at. It should be our new normal. We just don't know what it feels like to be rested because we're so used to living on hyperarousal, that hypervigilance, and then we're trying to do things to bring us back into that hyper-aroused state, because when we're not feeling like that, we think something's wrong. And we live in a society where we're bombarded with the matrix, making money for the man, making money for the government. We're like fucking minions. We don't rest. We're not allowed. It's ridiculous. My daughter was saying to me, I think she's so bright. She said to me the other day, and it's so true. She said, I go to work as well. I said, what do you mean? She said, I go to school. That's work. That's kids. Kids are forced to go to work. Oh, it's true. It is true, hey, because they are. They're institutionalizing and preparing them for the workforce. This is their apprenticeship. She's so fucking clever, honestly. We had a few problems last week with someone. I won't go into details, but another thing that she said to me, she said this person, she just said, she was talking about an adult. She said, she's just not very conscious. I was like, how do you know that word? She must have heard me talking about it, but I've never actually had conversations with her about, unconscious people and conscious people. I've never consciously had a conversation with her about that. I just couldn't believe that she said that. I went, yeah, you're accurate. Yes, correct. Amazing. Yeah. She's so amazing. Love her. Love her to bits. All right. Where am I? Who am I reading for now? Is there anybody else on Instagram? Oh, totally proud, Frida. Totally. Our kids, hey, they do. They have those moments where we go, we've done something right. Something worked out good. I'm sure you have those moments too, hey, where you're like, oh, that's my kid. Yes, I'll read a card for you. And thanks, Nat. Appreciate that. So I'll pull a card for Frida, and then I will read for Brooke Hayward. Hi, Brooke. Love to read for you. So first of all, I'm going to read for Frida. And stick around, Nat. I'll read for you after I've read for Brooke. Okay. So, how am I going for time? Oh, yeah, I still got time. I'm going good. I usually talk too much. Sometimes people get bored. Oh, don't forget, I've got my awesome tarot, Astro Tarot flash sale. It's only available for 48 hours. So you're going to get a natal chart read or a solar return chart. So natal chart is your soul contract or soul's blueprint. And I go look at your health, your wealth, your relationships, your how you can make money, your creativity, all your strengths, what you came in with in this lifetime, your North Node, what you're becoming, soul purpose. They're really thorough, your natal chart. A solar return chart is an astrological 12-month forecast. And so you get either one of those plus a 10-card tarot reading, so like crazy value. That's 2 hours worth of reads for $222. So that's basically each reading is $111. You're getting two, and my readings, my astrology readings are $230 each. And my tarot readings are $180, and people pay that. So jump on this because it's going to disappear in 48 hours. It's going to go. I've just put it out today for the public. So if you've been wanting to have a reading with me, this is a good opportunity. Okay. Yes. All right, Brooke, this is for you. Oh, no, I'm reading for Frida. That's right. Frida on Instagram. Oh, wow. Okay, Frida. So this tells me that there's been either you've got a business idea, or there is a business idea that you've been throwing out there, and this is success. This is success. This is you and your success. So this is a good card. This is getting some kind of recognition, to be recognized for whatever this is. This is a very promising card, and I love this for you. So if you've got something there that you want to put out business-wise, this is your nudge to go ahead and do it. Or if there's something that you've been a bit nervous about, I don't know if this is going to work, I don't know if this is working, this is to stay. There's that there's success there for you. And yeah, it's positioning yourself. You're now being recognized. This is to be recognized as somebody that has, that is, it's an expertise, positioning yourself as an expert. This is such a great card in the Mythic Tarot for any of you who read the cards or want to learn to read the cards. This suggests that you get what you want. If it's the house, if it's the job, if it's the business thing, if it's the whatever it is that you've been working towards, you get it. It's yours. It's on its way. So either it's arriving now or it's on its way very soon. The other card that I got for you, it's not so happy, this card, but it doesn't mean bad things. It's just that there's still some healing work to be done around the relationship, and that there's some tension there that needs your loving attention. And that needs some we need to clear some of the toxins there. There's some lower vibrational energies that need your attention regarding relationship. So it could be that perhaps you talk things through, or it's not up to me to, but it does suggest there's some tensions there. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes when that card comes up, it can be that there's like a temporary kind of spaciousness that happens, space. Space. So you just give each other space, or it's a relationship that has not been healthy for whatever reason. I've got something on my face. Sorry, it feels like it's a hair or something stuck on there and it's tickling me. Can't see. I've got new glasses, everyone. I'll show you. I don't like them. I've got other ones, but I don't like these ones. I reckon they make me look old again. Fucking glasses. I think what I need is contact lenses. Decided. I just thought, actually the issue is I just need to get myself some contact lenses. So that's what I'm going to do, because the glasses I'll just wear like when I'm reading. These aren't multifocals. These are just reading glasses. Thank God, because I'd be upset if I got another pair. This is the other pair of multifocals that I got. What the hell are these? These are like grandma glasses as well. I've got really shit. I can't choose glasses. I'm not very good at choosing them. Rubbish. Anyway. Okay. Let me read for Brooke. All right. It's good to see everybody online. I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you. This wouldn't be fun if you weren't all here. I hope you're all here supporting each other and being kind and all that sort of good stuff. Everybody is on Instagram. I just hope you can do this on everybody's all lovely on Facebook as well. But anyway, let's read for Brooke. Let's see what cards we've got. Oh, you've got the Tower as well, Brooke. So this card, throw away around. I don't do reversals, by the way, because all the cards are light and dark. So, it's a similar message that was for the other person that got this card, Nicole. This is about you upgrading. This is about you. And can we just think of up leveling as not really you becoming a higher frequency kind of person. It's you becoming more authentic, more self-expressed, more true, more of you, where you're not hidden or hiding behind false personas or false masks that no longer allow you to express your true nature or to express more of who you are. So this card tells me that you are outgrowing a situation. Similarly, and yeah, it might be that there'll be some conflict around this as well, or maybe it's the fact that you've changed or you're changing and other people are feeling it around you, and it's creating some kind of conflict. And it means that some relationships are just no longer sustainable anymore, given by who you're becoming. And it's not that you have changed, it's more that you found more of you, which means that when you come into these relationships, you're more authentic, you're more raw, you're more real, more of who you are, which can be confronting for people. Hey, can be confronting, and people say you've changed, but it's not. You're not changing. You're just deepening. You're deepening your connection to you. So the other card that I've got for you as well is that there's a ship in the background here. Can you see that, everyone? Hi, Josh. Good to see you. There's a ship in the background here, hey, and this ship hasn't set sail. So there's something that you've been working on or that you've been wanting to work on, and it's time to gather your resources and start, taking this, say yes to the adventure, and gather all your resources, gather all the tools that you need to make this happen. And it could be that you might need them, maybe it's people, maybe it's taking a team with you, or having I don't know, a therapist or a coach or a mentor of some sort, and gathering the resources, not just physical, not just financial resources or trainings, but also people to support you on this next part of the journey. This ship in the background, I call it the carrier of experiences. This is going to take you on the adventure. You're not a beginner, but this is a celebratory card though as well, because you've actually, the ship, Jason built that ship in the background. He built something really solid, something that can be used to take you, to leverage you, to take you to this next place. So go forward and take the risk. Hey, the ship hasn't left. It's waiting for you to dock. There's an adventure that's calling you, and I would say yes to it. All right, that's your message. So I was going to read for Nat. Is Nat still here? Hi, Nat. I'd like to read for you, and then I'll read for Angela John. Hi, Nat. It's good to see you here. It was lovely that you left such lovely messages for me, Nat. It's really kind of you to leave such lovely messages. It's always nice to receive some good vibes, isn't it? Yeah. I was a bit grumpy this morning. I got a bit grumpy at someone. I don't like it when people, we all get it, right? People are trying to make money online. They're trying to make, business, blah, 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 blah. So this guy just sort of comes out of nowhere. Obviously, I remember him adding me or one or the other. I don't know. But, excuse me, comes online and, actually goes into my DM and, hi, I see we're friends, and are you a coach? And so I thought, oh, yeah, here we go. What does he want to sell me? So I just called him out on it. And then he said, in his words, in short, he basically said, well, actually, yeah, I am going to sell you something, but not yet, meaning I want to groom you first. Not yet. I just said, listen, I'm not playing this game. I'm not. I didn't say it in those words, but I was pretty straight up. I left a voice message, a voice note, just saying I don't work with fake people and people that don't have integrity. Like, either tell me what you want or, go, because I'm not interested in these false bullshit. It steals time. Like, I'm busy. Actually, I wasn't busy today, but I could be out in the sunshine instead of being groomed by some guy who actually not grooming, for money, trying to get money out of me. Just be upfront. I don't lie about when I'm doing sales. I just do it. I just say, this is what I'm selling. This is what I'm offering. This is what you're going to get. Just fucking come clean with people, because that is called authentic connections, right? That is what authentic connections are. not not slippery subterfuge trying to pretend I'm going to be your friend, but actually, I'm going to it's all bullshit. That annoyed me. See, I'm triggered again. I was really fucking angry this morning, probably because I'm single and I want a hot guy to message me, not to sell at me, but to message me. So I was that was part of it. If I'm going to be genuine and honest, let's do real authentic connections. Partly that was probably why I was like, what the fuck does he want? He just wants my money. Oh, just a misery guts, hey? Yeah. Yes, that's right, Cassie. Authentic connections. It is gross. It is gross, isn't it? It's not nice. It's horrible. I don't like doing that. I just think it's horrible. Anyway, got caught up in that. You see, he just stole more time. Got caught up in that. Who am I reading for? Who am I reading? Oh, Nat. Okay. Oh, Nat. Okay, Nat, this is a windfall of some sort. Okay, there's some kind of opportunity for materialization, idea that you've got in your mind that you've been wanting to manifest into reality, right? So this is like bringing that into manifest form and having and it divinely compensating you. So any ideas that you've got around making money or around business or perhaps around new employment or some kind of employment, this is you receiving from that. This is you receiving abundantly from that. And so if you've got ideas about how you want to make money, this is your confirmation that you'll get a windfall. It's good news. And this also tells me that you're very guarded. You've got a guarded heart, and that it's probably a good time to do some work around opening your heart and being able to trust again. That there's some hurts there's some pain there. And this is the card of once bitten, twice shy. So this is somebody who has been, has been hurt. And there's some you need to work on feeling what's there so that you can reconcile the pain. You can allow it to move through your body and let it out of your body and to be tend to it lovingly. And to heal. This is also the card of the healer. So if you've been thinking about doing some kind of healing, Nat, if it's a healing course or doing some kind of training course in the healing arts, whether that be more formal or whether that be spiritual or alternative, this is your nudge. I imagine people come to you and they probably tell you their life problems. They probably tell you their stories because you're a safe person. And this is usually how it goes with people that have been really hurt, that they're really good at striking up conversations with others about others cleverly to avoid their own stuff. So they're so there and compassionate and have all this empathy for other people. You can look at the water in that card. He looks calm and serene, but actually he's not. It's all those tumultuous energies on the inside. See that? You probably can't see it. There it is. Yeah. All right, so that's your message. If you decide to develop your healing craft, it will be abundant for you. That's the message, 100%. I just saw that in the cards there. I must tell you that. But either you're already doing it or you're about to do it or you're thinking about doing it, do it because it will financially compensate you. It's a good path for you. All right. Josh said you're awesome. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. I'm getting all these nice comments tonight. Lucky me, hey? All right, I'm going to read for Angela. Oh, my back. It's all back. Oh. I went for a walk today, and then which was a bit of hard work. We had quite a few kilometres up and down the coast, and then I ended up doing some netball this afternoon. I really loved it. It was so fun. I want to do netball now. My kid does netball, so it was the parents against the kids. I was secretly really. She was no secret. I think you would have noticed. I was getting really competitive. My daughter's really fast. Hey, I couldn't keep up with her running. I realised how unfit I was, but that's all right. By the second quarter, I was into it. It was happening. I felt like I had all this energy. Fucking loved it. I want to do netball again. Be good for my weight as well. I need to lose some weight. Would be good to get some of those extra kilos off. That's my kid in the background there. Bubby opened the door. It was Bubby.
I'm going to shut the door.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Nat said, I was told by a guy he didn't want to communicate, and I was thinking of doing a course, but I'm trying to make friends as I lost friends. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nat. It's so difficult, isn't it? You know, connecting with people, and life can be so lonely when you're single. It can be so incredibly lonely. It's hard. It is hard being single, and then you get all this advice. You know, all these people telling you that you know, don't get attached to it, and you know, stop looking for it, and all this shit. And nobody fucking knows. Nobody has a clue. They haven't got a clue. No idea. You know, all this pseudo advice, and then you know, and nobody really knows. You don't know when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen, and you don't have to be the perfect person. That you don't have to be fully in love with yourself to find someone, to connect with someone. In fact, we learn that through each other. We're relational beings. We learn how to love ourselves through the love of another. You don't have to be alone to be, you know, to. You don't have to have all this self-love first before you meet someone. It's a bit of a myth. It's a lot of pressure. Nobody's perfect, hey? Yeah. So, okay. Angela, this is for you. Okay, Angela, beautiful cards for you. So the first card I've got for you is the card of legacy. This is about, you know, what kind of footprint do you want to leave in this lifetime? What do you want to be remembered for? What is your legacy? This tells me there's some kind of investment that wants to be made or that you need to make, and it could be around property as well, and it could be around, you know, this, what do you call that? Stock exchange. That's not what it's called. You know what I'm talking about? Stocks? What? Yeah. Investments. Okay. So this it can be about that, about investments that will potentially grow, and it can be something that you can give to others long after you've passed. So this tells me that you want to be remembered for something, and there is a longing there for you to contribute somehow to society and to your family and to the people around you, that you want to make a difference. This card says that you're a very giving person and that you're just waiting for an opportunity. You're looking for an opportunity for you to express this. And this is an offer of some sort. And I'm encouraging you to say yes to the offer, Angela. As the offer arrives, you need to say yes to it. It's a bit of a helping hand. Sometimes this card will come up when we have been through some you know, things have been a bit, you know, difficult. And this card usually comes up when things have been difficult. And yeah, this is a gift that's coming your way, and it's very soon. Hey, it's not far away for you. And yeah, this is the legacy. This is about you making a difference in the world, that you feel really called to that. My feeling is it's likely, hey, that you're going to be offered an opportunity where you get to fulfill your legacy, where you get to fulfill this longing to make a contribution, you know, to the lives of others. And yeah, it's a beautiful card for you. Are they great cards? So everyone, I'm actually going to put closure on, oh, you just left your field out of the charity to grow food for the homeless. Oh, that's wonderful. Listen, it's going to be, there'll be an opportunity that comes from that, Angela. There'll be an opportunity that comes from that. So just stay true, and it'll be something that you can, it's a legacy. You become remembered for it. What a beautiful gift, hey? Wonderful. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Blows my mind when I pick cards that are accurate, hey? I don't know why it does, but it should. That's healthy, hey, to not get too carried away with yourself. So, who's Ray? Cassie's saying, Ray, we're so lonely without Ray. Who's Ray? Anyway, everyone, don't forget, I've got my amazing offer at the moment. You've got 2 readings for 222. It's usually 297 for a combined astro and tarot read. You're going to get it for $222. And yeah, I would encourage you to jump on this. It'll go away in 48 hours. In fact, tomorrow there'll only be 24 hours left. So, and then it disappears, and then I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I've got other projects on the go. So yeah, I encourage you to jump in, hey, and grab that whilst it's at that price point. It's a good price point. It is. It's so valuable. You'll love it. You will love it. You'll love having your natal chart done. Now, if you do want to do this, you do need to know your birth time. Okay, it won't work unless you know your birth time, or at least close to it, because otherwise I won't be able to get your ascendant correct. And your ascendant, it changes every the ascendant as it moves through on a chart. It changes every 2 hours. And your ascendant is part of your makeup, your personality. It's how you came into the world. It's how you live out your it's your, what's the word I'm looking for? It is the journey that you're supposed to fulfill. And it's really important to know what your ascendant is. So yeah, you need to know your birth time, otherwise it won't work properly. All right. So that link's above this live. I popped it in here. I'll pop it in here one more time. There you go. And I'm going to head off, everyone. I'm sending you so much love. Thanks for jumping on. It's so fun when everybody's here and I get to do what I love, and I'm so grateful. Sending you all so much love, everyone. Take care. Have an amazing evening.